Things going right.
Tiny light. Tiny light.
Yo, 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 and yes, hello, welcome to the show. Where's my camera? Hello, hello, yo, camera. Yo, and yes, hello, welcome to the show. Where's my camera? Hello, hello, camera. Why is there an awesome delay? I hope that's gone now. Awful delay. Awesome delay. Hello, guten hallo, Mogi, Pika, Grimtech, Sayaku. Welcome everyone. We got a bit of feedback today and other stuff, not too much other stuff, but as always a bit of other stuff. But we'll start straight up with the feedback. Feedback, no delay, please anymore. And yes, we have, so apparently Zayaku said he's a squad subscriber. I'm not aware of that, but I think he might have squad role or something on the Discord. It would be really stupid if you were subscribed to the squad while being a producer on SATURATE, because they should give you auto squad. Anyway, is my mic loud enough? Can you guys hear me? I think I can give you a little more of my ugly voice. Yes. Yeah, but as you should know by now, once you subscribe to Twitch, it works. That's not enough for me. Why is everything so weird today? What is this? Oh, boop. Yeah. Red light. Nice and clear. Sweet. Yeah. If you're subscribed to Twitch or on Patreon, you can skip the line. Yes, if you hurry a bit, I might be able to squeeze you in the end. So I hope this command works. See here, there's your route to submission. While you're submitting, I'll play Beats Defeated, and I have to say something about it. I think it might have gotten submitted before it got signed, but this one already is signed for Zayaku's next upcoming EP. I think maybe I shouldn't have said that. Hello. We've been discussing Zayaku 2, EP 2, I think is working title. Defeated is also a working title. Anyway, he still submitted, although it's coming out somewhere in autumn. But you guys will get a sneak peek, and apparently he wanted feedback, but I'm not sure if I'm able to say anything about this. Let's go. Let's start with Defeated today. Well, at least you got a laptop, right? Let's go. I love this so much, man. This theme is so good. And it reminds me of an old Seek Beats remix.
This time you always felt
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Grimtech is saying this is, yeah, pick his brain. Let's go. He's here. He's saying it's trip hop, and you're saying it's trip hop as well. I don't see it being trip hop, but that's just a name for something. So anyway, I think it's an awesome tune. I think the only thing that I could say, the first hook, the melodic hook, is like, yeah, it's neurogaze. That's it. Okay, that little cut up piano thing. So, only thing, maybe the first hook has a bit too much reverb. I think later you manage to have less, but yeah, I'm so much in love with this tune. I listened this morning again, and I did listen again and again. This is an awesome, might be your best one yet, and I would love to hear more music like this in the radio or somewhere. So, yeah, thank you for sending. It's just maybe a bit, yeah, just like 5% less or something. And I think the arrangement is interesting because it never goes full retard. It never goes back to the hook again. And it's interesting how you layer the faster hi-hats on something that sounds like the hook, but then you're continuing singing a verse. Yeah, interesting arrangement as well. Quite complex. It absolutely is. It should be. Let's try for a huge campaign once this is out and get this into the charts and into radio. That would be lovely. Anyway, guys, moving on. And Humos. I think now you managed to submit, right? Is that BVO 22? Is that you? No, now I see you. So yeah, few beats coming in. I'll start from the top, and this one is from Psychic, also someone very close to the family. And if you want to join the family, yeah, join the Discord and hang out with us. Here's Psychic with Do Me Like What? And the question is why bassline don't go boom. Question is below there. So, and it's 132 BPM. Let's hear Psychic. Yeah, so awesome submission by Psychic. Quite long, but not too long, just right. I think Psychic, who before went by RGR, which translate to trouble in German. Yeah, it's a bit clean, maybe, right? It's a bit clean. It's just that one 808 sound and nothing more. It could have a bit more oomph, but it's fine as it is. So, few things that you could do to make your bass a bit louder or better. Often, if something doesn't have enough impact, start with loudness, right? So maybe it's just you're mixing into a compressor, which is something you were suspecting that your master is the issue. But then I would suggest to pull everything back except the kick until you have the desired result. Apparently, you still want it louder. Then I couldn't check if the sub is enough because these headphones don't have like real sub. So maybe it's missing that. So maybe it sounds like you just have that 808 for bass. You could still layer a sub an octave below that if there's something missing. And you could also like try doubling up, tripling up, adding a bit more saturation or like C4 compression until it's a bit more crunched. But be wary or be aware of once you crunch it too much, you might even have to add back sub into it. Yo, see you, Sayaku. Thank you. And it would be dope having some Grimtech Sayaku breakbeats. Yeah, love the revival of breakbeats for sure. I love the raw breaks, right? Not the breaks as genre, but the real breaks. And I 100% agree on your assessment that it's missing a bit of a switch. The bass is not the problem, but I think the lead sound is a bit too repetitive. So Grimtech was suggesting to switch that up on the second drop. I would even go further and say switch it up in the half of the first drop and then again and then again. That needs a bit less repetition. So push it down an octave, push it up, switch the rhythm. I think a rhythm switch would be nice and a kind of a sound switch, so it's not all the time in the same frequency spectrum. But yeah, the chat has been quite receptive of the tune, and I do love that as well. I don't want to do you like that, but it's a great tune. Yeah, few general things about this stream. If you're a first time joiner, if you join for the first time, we are giving feedback for one track only. So if you're submitting twice, I might dismiss one if you don't have enough time. Because there's many tunes to go through, it would be unfair. But I think there's a few that might have submitted twice. That be also we're concentrating on bass music mostly. So if it's 4 to the floor techno or trance, I'm probably going to skip it as well. We have people that are watching on YouTube. You should join Twitch for the chat if you want to chat with us. I can't actively monitor on YouTube. I'm only monitoring the chat on YouTube. Yeah, no worries. Let's see which ones should I play. If I'm not playing your tune today, it will carry over to the next stream. We have a lot of feedback streams. We have mine every other Thursday. We have Brandon's in alternating weeks on Friday mornings, Thursday evening, depending on your time zone. It's evening for Pacific time, morning for European time. Then we have on Mondays we have a new stream on our Above and Below Twitch. Is a different channel, but same family of labels, which has been going strong as well. So every Monday there's a feedback stream on the Above and Below Twitch, and it does not get that like announced on our Discord, which we probably should change, but to make sure you could join the Above and Below Discord or follow them on Twitch. If you're a Twitch subscriber or a Patreon, then you get to skip the line. But that's enough announcement for now. We have something from Inspector with an H, and it's called Shifter with no H. So let's go, Inspector. That one is a carryover from last week, so he probably is not here. But also, you can also always rewatch the videos on demand on YouTube. So if you're missing out on the streams, they will be up on YouTube. So, but now let's hear Shifter. Yeah, wow. What a trip, Inspector. Sparkling. Yeah, I'm usually not a fan of too much formant bass, but it wasn't too much formant, formantin, formant, formant bass. Yeah, no, it wasn't too vocal. It was quite well placed in the space and time. While being super weird and rhythmically complex, you stayed on the plot. That's a tune. Yeah, something, maybe a shout. Yeah, yeah. Just to make it more relatable for humans. Humans. We like vocals. Yes, though I agree. I like vocals too. I'm not sure how you managed to put these things into space so well, because they were in my head, quite the brain tickler, right? So in my head they were like ascending, descending. Amazing, and you had all these things had nice little transients, very on point. I just and the second drop, like it was not quite the fake out, but the rhythmic variation that you had on there. So yeah, it wasn't stereo that you played with here, but it was rather hate of the sound. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I'm actually quite interested in it. Which means, yeah, I did not say that before, but anyway, I'll play the first drop again just because it was so good. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, we at Saturate, we do listen to your music, and if it's not in a feedback stream, we also listen to your demos, so you can send your demos through if you don't want it to be listened publicly. You can use our demo drops. We do listen them live if you send them for the feedback streams. We do sign quite a lot of music recently in the last half year, past year. We signed quite a lot through these feedback streams because you always send heat, and this one is no exception. I personally would consider signing it if you reach out to us. And oh no, these forms are broken. I will pull them up again and send them again. That's weird though. Yeah, we do listen to your music if you send it in our Discord. It is, as far as I know, it is the only Discord where self-promo is allowed, but also moderated. So if you put your music into the music channel, there's someone that listens and it is considered for our playlists. So if you're lucky, you will get featured on our playlists. Yeah, we do listen. That's basically what I wanted to say. And I will listen to the next one. And while I do that, I will fix the links for that. For these demo drops. So anyway, here's Earthwalker. Earthwalker was on the streams before, and I kind of fear his submission, I think. I'm not sure if I remember correctly, but let's hear the Earthwalker.
to get into the meditative state is to begin by listening. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you, just listen to the precisely the same effect as if you were trying to smooth rough water with a flat...
Trying to smooth rough water with what? Yeah, this ain't real this ain't real music. No, what is going on? Everything is breaking. Earthwalker, you're breaking my screen. Why is everything broken? Right. Yeah, this is, I suppose this is rhythm, something like that. Jazzy rhythm? Rhythm jazz? Why do you think I am capable of giving feedback to something like that? Yeah, I won't be too judgy. I think there was some interesting, like two basses at the same time. I think two basses at the same time. So yeah, this is like a in-baked double drop. The vocal snippets. Yeah, thank you for helping me out. You should bring the vocal snippets up a bit. Drop is loud. Yeah, that's rhythm. It's supposed to be the loudest genre in the world, right? I think you're making progress, if I remember correctly. I do. Yeah, it's it's better than the stuff that you said before. It's just not for me, so I'm not commenting much further. I don't know how you can improve because I don't know how to produce rhythm either. But you got a lot of things down. You have a in-baked double drop and you have like loudness, and that's important. But maybe drop the jazz. I don't know if that's working in that context. Yeah, maybe reduce it more. Juice it and reduce it. Reduce it. Yeah. Yeah. Permanent double drop. Permanent double drop. We got something from Isco, Late Ice, who can be hit and miss for me personally. Lots of great stuff. Lots of crazy stuff. Here comes Late Ice with Isco Final. So yeah, you the tune, yes, the idea, yes, the arrangement, yes, the bass line, yes, but you're setting yourself up for a big no, because yeah, it was fine, good bass line. I don't personally like the raga patois vocals. If that's not an original vocalist and splice vocalist, even worse. I don't think it should be a lot of, I mean, it shouldn't be a lot of work. It's quite easy, but you fucked it up. Why? Because you were not mixing it, you were smashing it into a clipper or limiter or your mastering chain. It looks and sounds like a huge sausage. Plus, you put way too much reverb on it, on the percussions, like way too much, like ooh, so much reverb, and it's hard to follow along the other things that are there. So yeah, one thing about the vocals, I like the vocoding the vocals. There's a few tunes that then go to a lower octave if the carrier of the vocals, the vocoder signal, would go an octave lower, they would make for really good vocals, but they sound kind of splicey. It's all clashing because it's all smashed into. There really should be enough space to have it all live in a mix. But if you listen to old school dubstep, and it sounds a bit like old school, if you mix it like old school dubstep, then you should have a dynamic mix, and then you have space for everything like an old school mix. Not only your pet peeve, but the whole percussion was drenched in reverb. It's like you wrote a great tune and then you got really high and tried to mix it down, and then you got even higher and tried to master it then. Yeah, if that would be mixed well, it would be such a banger. Not personally my style, my cup of tea banger, but it would be an awesome dubstep banger. But there's way too much reverb. So we have something from someone, and this is Tech Revision version 3.1. And if you don't know who Mr. Smooth Brain is, he's half of Flash Interface, yeah? But this is supposed to go on his solo album. And this should be the first tune he's written towards that goal. Yeah. Oh, shit. Here we go. Tech Revision version 3.1 from Smooth Brain. I think that's how you, or something brain. Mr. Smith Brain. Maybe it's something brain and I'm thinking it wrong all the time. Let's go. Yeah, I go back to the beginning for a quick check. I need to check one more element again. Yeah, so the thing that I personally like the most about this track was the additional sound on the kick that you have on the first drop, and it went away on the second one. Why was that? It was nice and clanky, quite clanky. Yes, it was super clanky, kind of. And I'm not joking. No, there's that kind of aqua crime. If you still remember the genre, aqua crime, aqua grime with a G, yeah, for the G's. No, yeah, it was quite watery, quite glitchy, quite gloinky in the very best sense of the words that I just used. But that also comes with a lot of artifacts, and you're layering a lot of sounds that have artifacts, and that's okay, but maybe. So my idea would be to get rid of the layer that is just, or not get rid, but replace it with more, less artifacty and more concise, more fatty kind of synth pad, which might even play a chord or something. Aqua Crunk, yes. Aqua Crunk, yes, you're right, not grime. I'm sorry. Oh, it was Aqua Crunk. You're absolutely right. But that sounds like Aqua Crime here, I think. But the layer that kind of plays in quarter notes is like, and that adds the raspy artificial artifacts on top. And as you have so many artifacts going on, so you were saying you may be missing the little effects here and there, but rather than add on top, because it's all full of little artifacts, I would rather reduce it and remove that one layer and see. I think that's sufficient. You would still have the same effect, and if that's not sufficient, then use a bit more clearer, less glitchy less glitchy layer. Yeah, it's super glitchy, stuttered, resample, but instead you could have something that is an actual synth and an actual chord. But I love the gloinky sounds on the kick, so I was a bit missing them on the second drop, but that's fine. Or if you want to keep the layer, then reduce the noisiness and the artificialness of that. So having said all that, I have to say that in these 2 hours I don't have so much time for each tune. If you really need proper feedback, and I have found, no, let's put it another way. I'm not sure if you're aware, we are running the artist development program, and we've been doing so successfully for 2.5 years now, or entering like the third year, something around that. And it's, as far as I know, is the only 360 degrees program for musicians. We are looking into your whole vision, your music, your mental health, your business side of things. So if you need help with any aspect of your music life, your production career. I would be happy to chat with you about it, and you can see if you're fit for the program. We only have like 2 spaces left for the summer. After that, it's waitlist, because I only have so much time. And yeah, in that program, and since I've been doing that for 2 years, I learned that feedback is the thing. Even if you don't think you need feedback before you, if you think you need like more business advice or mental health help or anything else from the program, in the end it's mostly the feedback that helps people the most. We can do that to quite the length, like we do check your tune from a technical perspective, we put your masters through a test and all that kind of stuff. And so if you're interested, check out the program. I have prepared a little ad. So we're in the proper public service announcement section of the stream. Yo, Topu here. I just wanted to let you know that it's official. We only got 2 spaces left for the artist development program in June and July. That means if you want to join this summer, you should get a free call now. Otherwise, it's waitlist until autumn. Hope to see you in the call. Bye. Yeah, and not to forget, we are still running our RAVETHEORY competition with a crazy prize pool of money. So if you want to join, you have to check the socials for the RAVETHEORY posts. There's $500 for the first prize and much more. So I think that's enough for today when it comes for public service announcements. Let's go further in feedback, and we have something from Reactor B, which I'm super keen on listening. I like the fact I was able to introduce hardstyle elements with the energy of break. Oh, more breaks, more hardstyle. And this track is for WhatsApp. Can you help me get to him? Would love to hear his feedback. Who's WhatsApp? I don't know. I only know WhatsApp. But who's WhatsApp? Let me know. I don't know.
Do you think I give a fuck about this?
was fucked up, we destroyed it. We was fucked up, she enjoyed it. Open, don't corrupt us. Maybe we was love struck.
Yo, this is amazing. Yeah, always your tunes are always amazing. This is super clean though. So it has, or let's put it that way, it has just the right amount of distortion. Proper, nice distortion. Yeah, probably a remix, yeah, I'd say so. Still curious what's up is. Only issue that I see, or only two issues, are the lead sound. It's quite samey, it's maybe a bit boring, maybe that one. So it could use some, and maybe I have to start with the audio feedback. I think you have a typical issue. What a lot of people don't consider is the length of intro, breaks, outro in comparison to drop. So I think, for example, from the break on, the drop is as long as the outro, so it's not a lot of dancing parts. I mean, okay, there's bridges. Maybe it's not a real it's a break and then a bridge and then a chorus if you want to see the classical way, or a break, a bridge, and a verse, and then an outro. But I think overall you have too much intro, bridge, break, outro, and not enough power parts. So I would consider doubling up the power parts, making them interesting in a way, more breaky, more melodic, and then you have the time to switch up the lead sound, right? And then you need to do that because it otherwise would get boring. So bending, blending, putting it an octave down, maybe make it ascending, descending, something like that. Switching it up. It's Zap. What's Zap? Yeah, I'm not in touch with them, so I cannot put you in touch as much as I want to. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. Tune, mix, concept, awesome. Length of drops or power parts could be more. So we need more beef for this track. Awesome track though. I need it as well. So I will be playing a show end of next month, and I appreciate the breaks and yeah, the bass. So here's one of my favorite producers, one of my favorite unknown producers who should have way more following. So yeah, it would be nice if you all could drop your SoundClouds into the chat box so we can follow each other. I'm already following. No, I'm now following Mr. Crimtech from this account, so I know I did from another account. But anyway, this one is called No Shade, and everyone in 2015 after listening to Shades wants be like No Shade. Is there anything more to say about this? Grimtech, goal was to exercise not overproducing and also create an engaging vibe. Let's hear if you managed to do that. 4 minutes of a song as well, so yeah, long Grimtech, let's go. Long Grimtech, short halftime. Yeah, this is beautiful. Please, sir, may I have this dub? Some medieval church type sounds, music. I throw in some kitchen at the break. Yeah, the blood of Jesus. Jesus. Yeah, why could you let me know why the second drop was even better? I'm not sure. It was quite clean, crunchy, saturated. So it was not. You always have some kind of more crunchy high-end distortion saturation than some other dudes that might be mentioned in the title. Yeah, I want to listen to it again, and then I say something. I will listen to the intro and the first drop, and then skip to the second drop, and then I'll give my 2 cents. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're doing yourself a huge favor with that much of bass in the intro. It would be more impactful having less or bringing the reeds later, I think. So I wasn't too keen on the intro, but the first drop was bonkers. Kitsch is something in art that it's a Jewish word, I think, but it also exists in German, and also exists in, I think, art philosophy, which is something that is too beautiful to be considered art, or too simple, or it's too trivial. That's kitsch. Sorry. Yeah, I know now. Okay, that can also be something that's been used before a lot, and that's considered the canon. Why is my headphone? Oh, I am hoping it's not breaking. I know now because why the second drop is better, because you're going up in the bass line, and that's always better going up. It's intense, it's good. I think the break and the intro have too much bass. Maybe the reeds could be later, and I'm not sure about the percussion. That sounds like lighter. It sounds slightly off. I'm not sure if it's even needed. I understand you want to put something there, but maybe it could even be way quieter in the breaks than in the intro, and then you would have a even more heavy drop. Yeah, we all need to know how you do that kind of crunchy and clean distortion, because it's awesome. While I got you, let me talk about the version about the tune from last time. because otherwise I will never manage to message you about it, and it can be put in words really quickly. I think the version that you sent first was just more impactful because it was so raw, and I do like it raw, right? I really do like it raw. Yes. For example, and I would need to compare the versions, but I think like the second snare that I really love that much was not having the same kind of impact. So if you could dial back or now put back the rawness of the first one and have the levels, I think you try to mix it down more better, but often that happens when you try to make stuff better, you're actually verschlimmbessern it, which is a German word. It means make worsening, yeah, better worsening or something like that. So I think the tune is still fine and awesome, but it just needs a bit of that initial rawness. And if you listen in comparison, I hope you get it. If not, we can still discuss this further, but it's not really a hindrance to release. And I would also consider doing an EP now with this track, so let's put that one in the list as well. Signage, we got some signage here from Grimtech. Yes, just needs a little bit of adjustment. Now let's move to Pika. Pika, you're still in the chat. Here's your tune, I'm Free. I have an album I'm working on. I have big ideas. I'm taking influence from literally everyone I can right now, and any feedback will be appreciated. Plus any insane ideas you might have. What gave you the assumption I could have insane ideas? I don't know what you're talking about. No, Pika. Other than that, Sounds of the Maze, is that yours? Or Sunrise Rush Bite, is that yours? Oh, seems to be. No, that's Sunrise Rush Bite. Okay, let's go. So yeah, quite long outro, sorry. I will be talking over this outro into the space or into the void. And this untitled stream platform seems to be a new type of deal for people that don't upload to SoundCloud. Really? Darko vibes? It's quite kitschy for some Darko. Yeah. But no. All jokes aside, this is an awesome track. Awesome track, awesome composition, awesome theme, well executed. Few things to mark. It could use maybe a B part, but I think that's hard to produce because you're already that progressed, but it's always the same theme and it has like 4 minutes of that theme. Although the theme is very nice, but a more contrasting B part for the next song you do. Not for this one, because this one is just nice and easy. One thing that was annoying me, or rather disturbing me, is that you have an offbeat kind of thing going all the time that makes and it almost also sounded like a modulated trap chant. I'm pretty sure it's not the typical trap chant, but it reminded me so hard of some kind of trap chant. So if you could, just switch out that sound with something, and maybe not. It was a bit hammering, bringing home that point a bit too much. So having that offbeat all the time, I'm not sure if that's necessary. Let's say chant. The length is awesome. The length is awesome. I'm not sure of that offbeat. Maybe it's just too much. Maybe it needs to be a bit softer. Maybe it needs to be a different sound. And then there's a bit of muddiness in the mix. I think a bit too much mid-range. Once it hits, you could have a little bit more sparkle, not on the glitches, but I think on the basses and mainly the patch and the ARP. Once the RP section really hits. And yeah, for that I would just use an exciter or clean up a bit of your mid-range and maybe add a high shelf above 400 Hertz, a very clean high shelf, so with like 6 dBs per octave, and put that one up like 2 or 3 decibels on the elements that need it, so it opens up a bit more. It's a bit muddied, muffled. Yeah, I don't use exciters. I use a high shelf, so I put my things on that shelf, and they will get that pro sound. But back in the days, I was also really dependent on exciters. Yep. Awesome tune. Thanks for standing. Yeah. Quite chill and nice vibes. Good vibes. We like the good vibes. So here's Smace, or S.Mace. Sounds of the Maze. Blasphemy is a tune inspired by everything that's happening in the world. The rich, the poor, exploitation. So, oh no, you're a Twitch subscriber. I should have put you guys first. What's up? I'm a bad bias. Sorry. Same goes for BVO. By the way, BVO, your first tune is not working, so I'm going to pull up the second one just right after. Smace, I'm really sorry, but you're still here, so you're still here, so we're lucky. Let's go, Blasphemy.
You're all mad, mad, the whole lot of you.
Yeah. Few things. I mean, if that's your first submission, big ups. That was quite the banger still. I did not expect the drop to get so much better than the intro. So for the intro break parts, I would reduce the volume of the atmospheres by a lot. So everything that is not kick, bass, snare should be less volume and then you would have a better gain structure. The drop was awesome, the bass was good, maybe rhythmically a bit restrictive, simple, but fine. Very good bass sound, and then the wobble just didn't do it for me. It was so tame and so boring in contrast to the first amazing bass. Amazing bass. Amazing bass. Sorry. You had a different contrasting part, so, or phrase rather, like if you consider the heavy bass, the first phrase, and the wobble based second phrase, you did not use the second phrase on the second drop all the time, but you rather built a complex drum break, and that did work better. It was not ideal yet, but I think if you would work that part, that phrase, instead of the wobbles, that will make a great tune, I think. And then you also have a bit of a weird arrangement with that long of an intro. Nobody would suspect that kind of drop. Then a mini break and then another. So it could be a bit more clear structure, but not everyone wants that. So that's just me. Yeah, amazing first introduction, and that was your first heavy drop. Nice one. Thanks for sending. Work a bit on the gain structure and work on the response of the call and response pattern here. So we have Breathe from NVIUS, and then we have BVO, and then we have Potato King. If you're here, raise your hands. If this is techno, no, it's breakbeat. Lovely. Let's go. How did the track manage to start itself again? Damn. Huh. Grimtech is digging that. It was some kind of a vibe, right, NVIUS? It was not hard enough for, I don't know, for ghetto tech. It was quite ghetto. It was a bit, I like weird, but it was a bit weird to kawaii juke. Yeah, but then it would need to speed up by like 30 BPM for that. It was quite slow. So yeah, I think the groove was not quite right. I would have loved some proper bass line. Somehow the elements gave a nice vibe though. Maybe too much vocals, not use the vocals the right way. The thing I liked most was the fluty lead sound. That gave some kind of vibe that I liked. So I think all in all, every element was nice. Drums were okay. Missed some bass for me, but how it was put together, it did not really make sense to me. Although, structure was weird. Arrangement, there was no real arrangement. And it just needs some proper ghetto bass on top of that, and then put everything in relation to each other. I'm not sure about the harmonic tonality context of working together. Yeah, I wish I could say something better or give better advice. But yeah, the elements itself work. Maybe I didn't think the groove was groovy enough. It sounded a bit simplistic also. It's a vibe though. Yeah. It's an idea, but make it a bit more funky and give it a bass line, a proper bass line. So here we finally have BVO Contact, Conjuring of Joseph Wolf. Nothing to do with Zane Wolf, who's dearly missed today. Let's hear it. Sorry, but what is it with the electro vibes today? I do love electro, like proper electro though. Let's go, Mr. BVO.
I'm close to live or die, dream or close. Ancient try to turn my system on, looking at the old blind roads. Stay in my, stay in my, guide your ring, I stay nice. Preachers talking, they stay nice. Bringing never hate, paying nice. I cannot live with the pain. Living it like there's a pain. Tell me the skeleton riding the pain. Bringing the creature, the sky and the king. What be your life, I'm turning the ghost. I never really saw me in the ghost. They will be back every time I get close. I think the love was a thing in the ghost.
For someone with like 30 followers, Mr. BVO. Fucking thick track. Where are you at? You're still in the chat. I wanted to say the other one. Now I'm interested in hearing the other one as well, because the comment was it's a drone-based tune, but I tried to blend some raw style sound to it. Yeah, interesting concepts. So where's the vocals from? First off, where's the vocals from? What are these vocals? Is that an a cappella? I guess so, but I need confirmation. It was that was an energetic track. Yeah, it was good concept. It totally worked. I think the drums could be a bit louder. So mix was not ideal. So a lot of things were quite loud. So if you would put put some break, some even more breaky breakbeat, and layer it on top of the drums and the rolls you have, so it would crunch just a bit more and have more of that raw energy. But I just thought mostly the snares were not loud enough, but the rest, when it's that good, when it's working that well, I don't think you should change much. No. It sounded a bit synthetic, but yeah, again, it worked quite nicely. Okay, last track for today is Kill All Gator by Potato King X, whom I'm following as well here. And BVO, you earned a follow, right? So, sorry for clicking around in your internet. I lost the link to Kill All Gator, but we're running this one. 37 minutes ago, it's... Yeah, what the fuck is going on? It's the SATURATE feedback stream. My name is Tompu and we are closing shop here, but first off, Potato, my man Potato. This is a bit overcrunch. You overdid it, but that's why Will thinks it's a 2025 beat, because everyone is clipping the shit out of their music, which is most and often a bit too much. It's just a bit too much here. Too much. Favorite tune, yeah. Quite classy, I'd say. Classy sounds, classy glass sounds. So, Potato is someone from the future, for the future, and he will be relevant in the future, and he still needs to put a lot work into his mixes and getting on top of his great ideas. I think, yeah, it's just a bit too much high end, too much screechiness, not enough like proper rolling sub. Some long sub notes would be nice, and not only boom, 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 boom. It's not. Hey, Zane, you've been missed. I just said you've been missed just like a few minutes before. Oh, but at least you delivered something like Potato Man. You delivered something that's not never has been heard before, and that's also a treat, yeah, for our dear listeners, to whom I'm saying goodbye and good night, and enjoy your life, and hopefully you will be tuning in for one of our future streams. And I forgot, yeah, future streams. We are having feedback streams on Monday, feedback stream on Friday next week, and a radio stream with the guys from Miami called Dank, because they are dank and from Miami. It's Lamebot, it's Matt Sabi, and they have a special guest, and we will be tuning in next week, Friday. And after that, you still can like join the competition for Rave Theory, for Rave Theory collaboration production challenge. And we will announce the winners somewhere mid-June. So lots of time to still get cracking. Yep, dank. To lysing, yeah, lysing. Is that a verb? Is that when you pick lice from your anyway? Enjoy, guys. We love you. I love you. The cats love you. And extra love to the listeners today from me. See you soon. I'll put some music on and yeah, be around. Join the Discord. Join the program if you need help. Join the good side. Don't be evil, right? Thanks for all the awesome music today.
save you, gotta save you. Terrified, things going right. Baby, you wanna save you, gotta save you. Terrified, things going right.
When we're walking home in the rain, is there something wrong? 'Cause it's changed. You've never looked back before. We've never looked back before. When you feel so alone, when you feel you lost control. Strength is gone all away. We've never looked back before. We've never looked back before. When you feel so